Jayne O'Donnell, friend of the show, is back to explain some of these strategies. Clothes, entertainment, even vacations.
Yeah, it's quite unbelievable. You could save thousands of dollars.
All right, if you know where to look. Now, what we did is we reached out to a typical American family, the Amaconis from Fairfield, Connecticut, and they kind of listed their priorities for us. And here's Cheryl, the mom, with her request.
As a family mom, mother of four, driving the family van, I go back and forth to work every week, and then I have to pick and drop kids off from school. I spend about $240 a month on gas.
Gasoline, she would like. Jayne, what do you say?
Well, at freegashelp.com, a family like this could get their gas paid for. They'd get free gas cards if they'd be willing to drive around with advertisements on their car. Perhaps not for everyone, but there's small versions, larger versions. Of course, the bigger they are, the more gas you get.
Is that right? So
yes.
$250 a month.
Yes,
that would cover the tab.
Yep, that would cover them, and with a good size ad in the back, she could not have to pay for gas for ever.
And it's not so it's not a 1 month offer. You can do it.
No,
as
she'd
long
have to
as...
do it for at least a year, and there's some caveats. Of course, she'd have to drive at least 1,000 miles a month. She'd have to have a decent car. If she had a really good car, maybe a yellow one, she'd get even more gas.
Even more eyes on the advertisement.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's turn to entertainment, and Brianna is the member of the family concerned about this.
Every month, we buy DVDs, download music, and download games, and we spend about $100 every month on entertainment.
Okay, how about this? Free entertainment.
That's right. Now, swaptree.com, books, music, DVDs, video games, they could be all set. For the price of postage, they could get Indiana Jones movies, they could get Harry Potter books, and swap them with somebody on the site. Basically, just post what they've got that they're willing to swap, and the site matches them up with things that are of equal value.
I see. So it's not just you're receiving free. You have to give up a movie you've watched, a book you've read.
Right. Hey, it's a decluttering mechanism.
Absolutely.
Right? Who doesn't need to get rid of some of that stuff?
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Right.
The Amaconis' oldest daughter, Cassie, told us that she's heading back to school, like so many kids are, and thinking about fashion. Here she is.
Well, the school year just started, and so far I've spent $400 on back-to-school clothes.
Wow, yeah, she's been shopping every day. What about clothes?
Well, she's young. Clothes swaps are great for young, for old. I mean, if with little kids, I know you have a child, how quickly they grow out of things. Parents love them. Teenagers, they're posting their pictures on Facebook on Friday night with what they wore. They want something different for next Friday night. Get all the friends together, have them bring the clothes they're not wearing anymore, swap. Go home with something, give the rest to charity.
Is there a brokerage website to facilitate this, or this is
more of a community-based thing? Right.
Thing.
It's the swap tree concept, but in the community, so it's something people would have to organize
themselves. That makes brilliant, yeah. So
yes,
community hand-me-downs.
Sure.
All right. And Russell is the man of the house. He told us he spends months searching for the best vacation deals.
Our last family planned vacation, after shopping online, we looked for the best deal for our flight, our room and board, our car rental, best places to eat out. We spent about $6,500.
How about vacations?
Well, the good news for them is at homeexchange.com, they could actually upgrade. They could go to Paris, they could go to the Caribbean, they could go skiing in Aspen if they were willing to swap their Fairfield, Connecticut home, which a lot of people might want to take because it's near New York. Why not?
Right.
Of course, if you're in the middle of nowhere, it might be a little harder to swap your home, but there's always people looking to go somewhere.
Interesting, but yeah, that takes away the lodging fees. So
yeah, the lodging fees, you're cooking at home, you save that kind of money. People even swap their cars, so you save the rental car fee.
Brilliant.
About half of the people that use the site swap their cars.
Jayne, always appreciate your insight. Thanks for coming
by.
And for more secrets on how to get